What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Inventory review for the weekend of March 21st to the 24th, and so let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for those catalysts, we have the Coldheart Catalyst as well as the Borealis Catalyst. Well, neither of these catalysts are super amazing. Coldheart actually isn't bad right now, especially because trace rifles are featured in the seasonal artifact perk thanks to the new row of perks that came in Act 2 of episode Heresy. Now, as for the armor here, 67 is pretty high with a main spike to mobility, and then you kind of got, a little bit of recovery, discipline, intellect. Overall, honestly, not a terrible Graviton forfeit. Now, there's certainly been a lot better, but if you're in need of one, and this is a pretty decent exotic, just making your invisibility last longer, you could consider this. Then we've got 65 feedback fences, discipline and resilience being featured. Well, that's actually pretty good. 10 mobility is not what we want to see, but overall, again, actually not terrible. Then we've got 68 sanguine alchemies here, with discipline being actually the main spike, followed by recovery, resilience. These are actually pretty decent overall, guys, and if you don't have a sanguine alchemy, it's actually going to boost your damage by around 10% for the user, and it doesn't really interfere with any other buff, so you can just do more damage when using this thing. So it's something that everyone should have in their back pocket. After that, unfortunately, we have exotic ciphers instead of the exotic class items. Now, as for kind of the random item being sold, actually kind of a big deal here, Adept Nightfall Ciphers being sold. So essentially, this is around how many Nightfall Ciphers you would get for doing a Grandmaster Nightfall. So essentially, if you have a bunch of strange coins, you can just pick these up and not have to do the Grandmaster. And then, when a Nightfall weapon that you really want is being sold, you only have to do one Grandmaster, for example, and then you can spend a bunch of the ciphers you've built up from Xur to get multiple copies of that Adept weapon. So definitely consider picking these up if you don't want to grind Grandmasters. Now, after that, guys, as for the weaponry, we have the Wardcliff Coil here. This thing just randomly dunks on certain bosses, so a good idea to have one. The Tractor Cannon, still one of the best ways to do a strong 30% weaken effect on enemy targets. Then we've got the Crimson, which is going to heal you when you get kills. Was an all-star in Nether until they nerfed it. And then we have a Hawkmoon here with Quick Draw, Small Bore. Yeah, you could do better than that. Now, as for the other weapons here, we have a Moving Target Rampage illegal action. Not terrible, honestly, especially Rampage here. It's all right. Now, we have a Gutshot Straight Head Rush Keep Confidence here. Now, kept confidence, sorry. Interestingly, remember, you can, since this weapon is craftable, you can buy this, even if it's a crap roll, and then use your deep sight harmonizers in order to actually unlock more patterns. And if you have 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, you can finish up your patterns and get this thing craftable this weekend. Now, after that, we have the Outlaw Demo, whatever this is called, Mellow. No, thank you. We have the Baraya's Love Scout Rifle. Now, Pugilist Head Rush is not good, but again, same with the hand cannon. These are actually craftable in the same season. You can use your deep sight harmonizers to get the patterns. Then we have a Temptations Hook. Interestingly, this essentially just got a buff this week where its damage profile was updated to match other caster frame swords, and we actually have one here with Surrounded, but energy transfer is not really what you want. After that, we have a just in case here, Solar Sword with Flash Counter. I hate to say it, but hey, if you're using the Stronghold build, you can use that for Flash Counter. However, again, you'd much rather have a Strand Sword just because you can produce Unraveling Rounds and Threadlings. But again, when the season overall changes, guys, you might have solar perks that want you to have a flash counter solar sword. So definitely consider picking this up. Then we have, oh my god, it's the flash counter meta, baby. So flash counter plus Vorpal Weapon is actually, not a terrible roll here. So you could consider picking this up as well. Again, you don't want anything but Strand this season, but could be an interesting thing to hold on to for future seasons. All right, guys, now after that, taking a look at the armor set, this is, I don't think Xur has ever sold this set before. This is the NPA Weirwalker set. Let's check light.gg for the rarity. Alright, so this set was added back in Season of the Deep, which was fairly recent, and therefore it's pretty common with 57% of Guardians having access to this set. But again, this is, I believe, the first time ever Xur is selling this set, so if you missed out on Season of the Deep, you can definitely grab this set. Pretty cool, like, scuba-themed set. Alright, now, as for the actual rolls here, we've got, 52 terrible roll. Uh-oh. Do we have a glitch set? No shot. 54 terrible roll with mobility. 55 terrible. 53. No, I thought Bungie fixed this. So guys, there is a notorious Xur glitch. Normally, you would expect all of the armor Xur sells. In fact, Bungie has stated the goal of all of the armor Xur sells is to be fairly high stat, with over 60 as a total stat. But randomly, Xur would sell armor with atrocious, 53 non-spiky rolls, and this was a glitch. Like, certain armor sets, whenever they showed up in Xur, they would have trash rolls. It has been months and months since we've seen this, but because this is the first time he's selling this set, the set is glitched and we're back to the Xur glitch. I can't believe it, Bungie. What in your spaghetti code is causing these armor sets to randomly be trash every time they appear at Xur? I don't know, but let's move on and check the Warlock. Alright, for the Warlock, let's check the sword first. Tireless Blade Flash Counter. Hey, the Flash Counter meta is still going, baby. Again, consider picking this up. And then for the armor, yes, it is indeed glitched, man. I cannot believe this is back. Alright, let's check the Hunter. Alright, for the Hunter, let's check the sword here. Flat. Alright, Bungie's sending us a message, baby. Flash counter meta is here. Flash counter strongholds. Remember, even though this is like used to be a Hunter sword, Bungie removed the class requirements. You can absolutely use this on the Titan. But after that, guys, taking a look at the 49, like below 50. What are we doing, Bungie? I absolutely hate this glitch because, hey, Destiny 2 doesn't get a lot of new players, and if they were looking forward to maybe getting some decent armor from Xur for their first weekend of playing, well, now they're screwed, Bungie, so I'm sure that'll make them stay around. Hopefully they fix this. Again, it's really only this one armor set because this hasn't been appearing in months and months and months, but wow, really surprised to see it again. Guys, overall, not really that great of a weekend. Some decent armor pieces here, and I think the main draw is the Adept Nightfall Ciphers. Guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.